Hi guys, it's Mandy again. I have another story from my inbox, and this story is quite tricky. So, this is the story. He says, "Please help me. I really don't know what to do. I'm tired of explaining myself to my parents and their friends. So, maybe someone on your podcast comment section will understand my situation more and give me sound counsel or advice." So remember, these stories that come from my inbox, the best thing we could do is, if we're criticizing, we're giving positive criticism, and we advertise. We are advised. Hey, they want advertisements, and then we are advising because at the end of the day, we need to help each other. Things happen. It can happen to anyone. Can happen to anyone. Things happen to anyone. So it's our responsibility on this podcast to just help out. So here's the story. He says, "My girlfriend and I, my fiancé actually, are about to get married, and we're going through counseling at her church, the norm. I agreed to attend her church after our union, and as a result, I have been added to most of the church groups, including the church platforms. Main church platforms. Okay, so for those that don't know, um, most people that want to do a wedding, especially if you want your wedding to have a marriage blessing in church, there is a certain period that they give you for counseling. You need to go for counseling. At my church, I think the maximum, I don't know if the minimum, between maximum and minimum, you need to attend counseling for like 6 months before you guys get married. So it's different from different churches, different dominations. So these guys are going through counseling because they're supposed to get married. So it seems the girl is more active at her church. So this is why the guy has agreed to attend her church even after the counseling is done, and the marriage blessing will be done from the ladies' church. So he says, on nothing related to church, I am in a boys' WhatsApp group where I must confess a lot of adult content is shared. So just like most of us girls have, like, our girls' WhatsApp group, guys also have their WhatsApp groups. Yes. So he says he's on this boys' WhatsApp group where he must confess a lot of adult content is shared. You know this, we don't have to go in details. This is very common. So now the thing is that one of my friends posted about 13 explicit content videos on that WhatsApp group. Usually, I will either ignore, watch them, or also forward to other similar boys group. Very common. You receive a fire video, you share on social media these days. People are even saying there's a new video trending. They even post on their statuses, "I have a video, I'm selling it." So that's for business. Yeah. So he says this time I mistakenly forwarded the explicit content to one of my oh my god to one of my fiance's church WhatsApp group. Bang, bang. Hey. So instead of my old, he was supposed to send in his old school's WhatsApp group, and then he mistakenly forwarded it to a church group. So he says, my wife to be and a few people who saw it tried to call me, that I did not see because I was attending to patients. I'm a doctor, and you know how crazy it gets on the ward in the morning. So at around 15, I later had the time to touch my phone and realized the mess I had caused. Bro, hey! So wait, what time did you post this if you only realized at 15? He says, to make matters worse, I posted that at 7 a.m. A moment of silence. Wait, that's how many hours? 7 a.m. 7 hours, you 7 hours same. 7 a.m. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's like 9 hours apart. That's like 9 hours. He only realized his mistake after 9 hours. And the period to delete for all had already passed. You know that thing we have on WhatsApp where when you send something you can easily delete for all fast. But it was 9 hours and everyone in the group had seen it. So the period to delete for all from the group had passed. I could not delete from the group because I was immediately removed by the admin from the group. This is a sad situation, you know, because I'm always also wondering about how people who would mistakenly buy airtime, you know, you have so much money in your phone, and then maybe you want to buy airtime for 20 kwacha, and then you mistakenly buy airtime for 2,000 kwacha. So now you post on your status, I've mistakenly bought airtime for 2,000. If you want to buy airtime, please, you know. Now imagine you send in a church group those videos, not one, but 13. You who's undergoing counseling. Okay? So he says, the pastor is asking me to come and apologize to the entire church. I told him there are only a few people on the platform, so it will not be cool to apologize to the entire congregation. You know, I'm feeling bad because I know this church and I know their pastor, but pastor man, imagine it was you. Will you come and apologize to the entire church when there are only like less than 30 people in the WhatsApp group? That's not fair, you know. Let's leave judgment for God. Let's leave judgment for God, because there are less than 30 people on that platform. But you want this guy to come and apologize in front of the whole congregation, and we are not talking about a small church. We're talking about a big church. Oh, pastor, please leave judgment for God. I hope you're going to see it, pastor. You're going to see this video, because please leave judgment for God. So he's pushing me to apologize. My girlfriend is cracking under the pressure and the judgment. I can only imagine. She's always in tears. She has not even gone to church for the past 2 weeks. But making that public apology is extra difficult because even my senior doctor is in the same church. Me, I don't understand, you know. I think for a long time we know that Judgment Day is for God. So how are we going to judge this young man? It was a mistake, first of all, because who would want to send 13 explicit videos in a church group for what? So that what? Unless you're mad. That this person comes and apologizes and tells you, it was a mistake, a mere mistake which anyone can make, and then you're telling him to find kneel down in front of the church to apologize. That's Naimo Makamba. We have an apology to be given by Mr. Shanshani. he did this and that, and then the whole church, no, this is what he did. Wait, can you then go to church? But now I buy a suit. Why not so go at church? That you send 13 videos. Please forgive me as that. You can't do that. So he says, Miss Mandy, this thing is over me. My mind is exhausted. I'm not sure I have to apologize to the whole church. It would do too much harm to my confidence and even my faith. I feel I am being judged on earth. Do I really have to apologize to the whole church, or the church is only blackmailing me? My wedding is due on the 27th of February. But now we have lost 10 days of counseling. How can I fix this? I'm curious to see what other people's thoughts are in the comment section. I know your wedding day is a very important day for both you and your fiancé. This is something you guys have dreamed of. This is something you are working towards. And just this small mistake is going to, you know what? You guys can easily just go to Civic Center. Do you necessarily have to pass through the church? If your church is been stopped from canceling because of the mistake that you made, I feel like canceling should have continued because of that mistake. The elders in church should have given you even more canceling, even add even extra 5 days to your canceling because of that, because they're supposed to say, oh no, this is going to become a problem in the marriage if these are the things that you watch and everything, and not cutting off your canceling and telling you to go and apologize in front of everyone in church for what? What's that's going to solve? What is it going to solve? It's just going to bring embarrassment, shame. Because imagine, after you apologize, you do your counseling, you come and get married in the church. So people are going to be laughing at you people. Ujana tumathetinshani. Vakwatizana manja. Kaya na apologize. I'm so curious to see from the comment section to see what other people have in mind, what we can advise our brother. Remember, his wedding is soon, so please, let's help a brother. Otherwise, bye.